Now, if you've got young kids, you've probably allowed them to sleep in your bed at some point, and it was probably at a weak moment, usually around 3 in the morning.
Well, you're not alone, but new research from the United States says allowing kids to sleep in your bed means mums and dads don't sleep. Duh. So, how do we kick the kids out of our bed? We're joined by Jo Ryan, baby and parenting expert from Babybliss, and mum of 2 with a gorgeous 5-week-old, Emily Leshev and Ava, and also 2-year-old Mia, who you have as well. Good morning to you. Now,
morning.
Emily, let's start with you. Mia was in your bed for how long? Is she still there?
No, she's not anymore, but for about 6 months she was having sleep problems, and she'd wake up at about 2 or 3 in the morning, and in our sort of lack of deprived stage, we would get her into our bed as a way of hoping that she would go to sleep.
Yeah, and did it work?
No.
But you're in such a stupor, and you're so tired from dealing with babies, you just do it sometimes.
Exactly, yes.
And it's sort of like an automatic thing, isn't it? It's sort of the hand goes out, often don't even wake up.
Yeah, exactly. So, Jo, this can get people into trouble if they're not sleeping either, so no one's sleeping.
Exactly. I mean, it is the first sort of course of action, you know, when you're sleep deprived. You try the sort of settling, it's not working, so you put the baby into your bed. But, you know, at the end of the day, no one sleeps very well. So, sort of what I suggest to people is, rather than bringing the baby into you, if you can, go to the baby and try to settle them in their cots or in their beds. And if you can do that consistently for a couple of nights, usually the sleep problem can pass, and you can, you know, the baby will start to sleep better, and you'll all start to sleep better, and you won't have the baby in your bed. But they do love getting in your bed, so you know, if you start that, they kind of tend to want to continue on with that. And
become even harder to settle the longer you leave it. I know some parents who had the kid in their bed until they were about 7 and just couldn't get them out. You know?
Yeah, because, you know, as they grow older too, it can become more difficult, because they also think it's a bit of a game. You know, they love sleeping with mummy and daddy, and you know, it's all very exciting. And so I recommend that, you know, if you can, you know, you don't start off that way, but if you do decide, and a lot of people do decide to co-sleep with their babies, that it can go on for 7 years, and you have to be prepared for that, you know, so you have to sort of make that decision.
Okay, so you've got some tips for us on exactly how to break the cycle.
Yes, I do. So if you are, like I said previously, if you're getting the baby in your bed, what you can do is go into the child's bedroom, and you can either sit in the bedroom with the child, sleep with them on a mattress in their own bedroom.
So you shift.
Yeah, you can shift if they've been in your bed, you know, and you're trying to get them out. So babies can be very attached to their mothers when they've been sleeping with them for a long time. So rather than just yanking them away from you, you have to do it quite gently. So sleep with them on a mattress, either, you know, in their bedroom, or you can start off in your bedroom and then move it to their bedroom. And also, you need to be patient, because it will take some time.
So you just can't say, toughen up, kid, get in your bed.
Lock the door, put the earplugs in. That doesn't work.
Well, it might, but it's not really very nice.
No, Emily, so this worked for you. How's bedtime for you now?
Oh, it's completely different, and what Jo really taught us was how to settle her to sleep from the start to help her sleep through the night. And so she's not in our bed anymore, and we're getting some sleep, and so is she.
And this little one's in her cot, I guess?
She's in her bassinet at the moment, next to our bed, but she won't be coming in our bed.
She'll be shipping out.
All right, Emily, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And little Ava, thank you, Jo.
Look how little, Jo, you forget how little they are. Sorry. It's just so cute seeing them so little. Thank you.
Andrew, I'd watch out tonight. It sounds as though she's getting clucky on the way this morning.